This is an introduction to Planning Center Online, the software that we use to schedule volunteers for different ministries at the church. Specifically, we'll focus on Kids Village in this particular video. So to start out, we're just going to go to planningcenteronline.com and log in. And so you'll throw in your email address and your password. Log in, and as you get to the landing page, the first thing you'll notice is right here is My Schedule, and under here you can see the particular weekends and roles that you're scheduled for. So in this instance, we can see that I am scheduled to serve October the 4th in Flower Mound Kids Village as a 4th grade girls leader in room 15, and that is at the Kids Village 7 p.m. service. Now, most of the time when you interact with Planning Center, you're going to be interacting for the purposes of declining or telling us that you will not be here for some reason or another. Kind of the standing expectation is that you will be in your normally assigned Kids Village role on the assigned and agreed upon schedule, and that's just going to be the assumption going forward. And if you need to be out, then you'll communicate that with us via Planning Center. Now, in this instance, you can see that October 4th I'm scheduled, but there's nothing after that date, even though I'm not yet scheduled for the dates following. The assumption is that I would be leading my normally scheduled group, even though they're not yet on my schedule. It just means we haven't built out the schedule for that weekend yet. So in this instance, we're going to say that I need to decline, that I am unable to lead that 4th grade girls group on October the 4th. There's a variety of reasons that might be the case, such as I have a wedding, my child is sick, I am not a girl and don't want to lead a girls group. Any of those would be valid reasons. And so I would just come here, and as I scroll over this volunteer role instance, a little button pops up that says decline, and so I'm just going to click that, and that will take me off the schedule. It's going to ask why am I not going to be there. It's always helpful if you will tell us why you won't be here so that we can just know what's going on in your world, pray for you where appropriate, or rejoice with you if you're on vacation or the like. So this is in this instance, I am not a girl, and that is a very good reason to not lead that group. So I hit submit, and you can see that that goes away. I'm no longer scheduled for that role. The other way that you might tell us that you're not going to be in Kids Village might be if you're planning ahead for some time in the future. So we'll look at that briefly. So let's say, for instance, I'm scheduling to go out on vacation in November. Right now there are no November dates. I'm not scheduled for any weekends in November, but I already know I'm not going to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the sidebar. I'm going to block out dates for November. So in this instance, I'm going to be out, I know, November the 1st through November the 8th, because I'm going to Jamaica. So what we'll do is come down here and just hit block out dates, and starting on November 1st, and then I will return on November the 9th, since I will be out the 1st through the 8th, and the reason, vacation. So we'll just hit accept, and then that will tell our scheduler that you're unavailable to serve on that date during that time. It may happen in days to come that you are already blocking out some dates for a given reason, but then realize you are actually available. So just want to look at that real quick, in addition to some ways that you can personalize your profile a little bit. So right here from our landing page, if you look in the top right hand corner, you'll see your name, and so you can just click up here and it will open up a profile. You can add a photo here. You can give us your best contact information, whether that be email address, phone numbers, any important dates, birth dates, anniversary, and the like. And you can update all of those here. Additionally, when you look over here in the left-hand sidebar, you'll see these are the dates that I have currently blocked out. So November the 1st through the 9th, because I'm going to be on vacation. And then if I look down here, I've got November 21st through November 28th because I have Thanksgiving plans. Well, let's say, for instance, my Thanksgiving plans fell through for whatever reason, and I'm actually going to be here, and I would like to serve in Kids Village that weekend. So I can just click right here. It will open out that blocking date little window. And you have a few options. You can change the dates if maybe I'm just coming back early or I'm leaving early and coming back later, whatever the case may be. Or if my Thanksgiving plans completely fell through and I am going to be here, I can just hit delete, and that will take away those blocked out dates. Hit OK, and I am now available to serve that weekend, November 22nd and following. Okay, so one final way that you may consistently interact with Planning Center is by accepting or declining requests to sub in a particular role. So when we ask you to sub, that just means we're asking you to do something beyond your normal role. So if you typically maybe lead a small group at the 5 p.m. service, and we need a leader at the 9 a.m. service in addition, we ask you if you could lead the 9 a.m. group as well, then we would send you a sub request. Typically that's going to come through email. It's going to be the primary way that comes through. And here's how that is going to look. So you'll come to your email, and you should have something in your inbox that comes from either myself or Lindsay or one of the children's ministry staff members. And you just open up that email, and it says, "Hey Matt, you've been asked to schedule for a particular group," and we can come down here and find out what specifically that role is. So here it's October 4th and 5th. It is Kids Village, and it is for the 2nd grade boys room 1 at the 11 a.m. service. And then down here at the bottom you see 2 big buttons for accept or decline. These service options here in the middle are really not pertinent. You don't need to worry about those, but you can just look down here and go either accept or decline based on your availability. So in this instance I'm going to hit accept, and it's going to open up Planning Center for me. You may be required to log in. I'm already logged in, so I don't need to worry about that. And it's going to say thank you for accepting the invitation. And if I hit this little folder with the up arrow, it'll take me back to my home page, and I can see now that I am scheduled to serve in the 2nd grade boys room 1 at the 11 a.m. service on October the 5th. That is communicated to our staff that you have accepted that invitation. And once again, whenever I scroll over this, there's a decline button if something last minute should happen and I need to decline. In the instance that you do need to decline last minute, if you would just also give a phone call or a text to one of our staff members in addition to declining on Planning Center, that'll just help us make sure that we know you're out in the instance that you're canceling the day of or a couple days prior to your scheduled service. We just don't want to miss you being out. If you have any questions on any of this stuff, you can certainly give us a shout. Let us know, and we'll be happy to help in any way that we can. Thanks so much.